Hello, once again. We are starting new learning this morning over volume of pyramids. So we are going to do both rectangular and triangular pyramids. You see that it's a little bit less than yesterday, so hopefully we will have time for you to be able to summarize what you learned at the end of the lesson. So that's what we're going to start on. We're going to start with rectangular pyramids. Yesterday, we did notes over finding the volume of prisms, and remember that to find the volume of prisms, we use the formula volume equals capital BH, where the capital B stands for area of the base, and it allowed us to change the formula that we used for our capital B based on what the shape of our base was. So we're going to use kind of the same techniques today, but there's one extra thing we have to do with pyramids. So a rectangular pyramid has a rectangular base. Remember that all shapes are named by their bases. So if it's a rectangular pyramid, it's a rectangular base. If it's a triangular pyramid, it's a triangular base. Okay? The height of the pyramid can be measured from the vertex straight through the pyramid to form a right angle with the base. What that's saying is that our height is not going to go along the side of our pyramid, but instead it's going to go all the way from the very point at the top down and actually intersect with our base. So that's what it's saying there. It does not follow the length of the triangular side. The formula for finding the volume of a triangular pyramid is 1/3 area of the base times the height of the pyramid. We are going to discuss why it's 1/3 at the teacher table. So if you've already been there, then you already know. If not, then you're going to, if you haven't been there yet, you're going to figure out why it's divided by 1/3 when we get there, okay? So now we're going to do a couple of examples. I am actually only going to do one example with you because this is the same thing as yesterday. We're just adding the extra step of dividing by 3, okay? So question number 1. We have a pyramid, and it is asking us to identify what the area of our base is, and then it's asking us to find the volume. So area of the base. We are first going to shade our base so that we remember which two numbers are on our base, and that's going to be the 3.5 and the 8. So what I know is that to find the area of a rectangle, it's base times height. So we are going to find the area by multiplying 3.5 times 8, and that's going to equal 28 centimeters. If you don't believe me, we can do it up here. Okay, so 28 centimeters. Now we just figured out that our formula for finding the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 area of the base times height. So that's what we're going to say. I'm going to write it a little bit differently. I'm going to say volume equals area, no, not an A. What are you doing, Miss.Duzan? Area of the base, capital B, H, divided by 3. Because 1/3 a set of numbers is the same thing as dividing by 3. Okay? So 28 times the height of our pyramid. Remember, the height of our pyramid is going to run from the very point all the way down and intersect with our base with a right angle. So that means that this 13 right here is going to be our height. And all of that is divided by 3. Just like we could divide by 2 first when we're finding the area of a triangle, we can divide by 3 first when we're finding the volume of a pyramid. So we can divide 28 by 3 or 13 by 3, whichever one is going to be easier. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know off the top of my head what 28 divided by 3 is, because the closest I can get is divided by 9, or 3 times 9, which is 27. So, it's going to give me a decimal, so what I'm not going to divide first, but we could if we wanted to. So we need to multiply first. So that's going to be 24, 6, 8, 8, 2, 4, 16, 364. And it's 364 divided by 3. So 364 divided by 3, that's 1, 2, 1, with 1 left over. So that's going to be 121 and 1/3 if we left it as a fraction, or 121.3 repeating. Either one. Okay, there are 2 more questions left. I want you to try and do them on your own. Then watch the next video to get the volume of triangular pyramids. Okay?